Welcome to another thrilling episode of Dota Theater 3000. I'm BDLM, coming with my buddy J4Y. What is going on, man? How you doing?
What voice was that?
I felt very theatrical and regal.
Was that like a Shakespearean voice or something?
These are still our pilot episodes. Sods, plural. We gotta find out what works, and maybe everybody loves, English theater voice guy. I don't know. Maybe that's just gonna be my normal voice from now on.
I would love to see a full episode in that voice.
Oh my god, I'll do it.
That's a lot of effort, but I think you can do
Don't you dare
it.
tempt me.
So, another episode of Dota 3000 here, as you said, sort of in that weird voice. We're still doing the pilot episodes. I like how you put it. This one actually brought by another viewer, the Variant 3. And this apparently is single draft, so it's the first single draft one we've done here, meaning you get the option of 1 strength, 1 agility, 1 intelligence, and you decide what you want to play.
Yeah, I have to apologize to Variant 3 because he actually was one of the viewers that submitted games to us before, and we kind of, let's say, procrastinated immensely, and we weren't able to use the first game, but he was nice enough to submit a second, so thank you, man. We're happy to watch your game. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. Playing the PA, I mean, there are a lot of fun heroes that I feel like in this game. You have Pub IO, What's Not to Love, and Tusk Meepo on the other side of the board, and some Axe. I mean, is there anything to
you got
not
your
like?
pickings here. You really do. You gotta. Actually, I have to say, the Dyer's lineup could be legit. Like, it has. The whole lineup feels like a decent regular lineup, and then you look at the rating, you're like,
what just happened?
What happened here? Like, did they just all decide they wanted to play strength for a day? Well, I guess 2 of them didn't.
Murano was like, don't worry, guys. I won't throw this too hard. I'll pick the only ranged. No big deal. Whatever. I really want to see Tusk because I have not really messed with the new Snowball at all. This is 8-1 that we're talking about here, and this is actually the exact lane that I was going to suggest for us to play, Tusk Dragon Knight, because it makes no sense whatsoever.
Oh, come on! I mean, you got some stunnage, right?
You roll DK in so that he can stun before 6.
Exactly.
Level 1. Can we talk about that? Oh god, level 1 Dragon Blood. It happened.
Well, you see, health armor. Apparently that's a thing. Health and armor, health regen and armor. Wow, this is tough. Both of these are excellent things to have, and I don't know. I feel like doing a little 100, or not even 100 damage, 90 damage. It's not really impressive, so I don't blame him. Although he's not in the lane, so I guess that protection's not really doing him any good right now.
He's not killing creeps. He's not. He's all chatting, and really that's what's important. As long as you get the all chat manner going, you're set.
Mm-hmm.
I just what are your hopes? I mean, Meepo and Pub. I feel like that's another great opportunity for glorious failure.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually pretty much solo against Abaddon and Weaver, which sounds like a lot of fun.
This is also really awesome. That's actually the combo that me and Genobeam beat Snake King and Fogged with. So
nice.
You just go in with Weaver, put that Abaddon shield on, and laugh at them when it blows up. It's pretty great.
It's nasty. PA, for as little as we see her, this is, I think, the time that I would like her paired with an IO. She's going to be doing some damage to that overcharge, man. It's going to be pretty sick.
Yeah, I mean, she's already got the attack speed buff, I guess, but why not more?
And I figure if you're getting the overcharge damage reduction, maybe you don't even have to go BKB. Maybe you go really late, so you have a late high duration BKB. That's pretty amazing. Mm-hmm. So I feel like there's a lot of potential in this combo. So I feel like they lucked out on the single draft, like you said. They look like they're TI4 the dream drafting here, and it's just luck of the draw working pretty well for them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you do have the option, so it's not like all random. You do get a few choices to make, but yeah, they did end up with a pretty decent lineup. PA, another one that's gotten a little buffage over time here. So, and actually, he has a pretty sick weapon on that PA. I do like the look of it there. It's like a dagger. You may call it a dagger. And it has a name?
It has a name.
When a weapon has a name, you know it's going to be good.
Yes, it's no ice for all you Game of Thrones fans out there. But it'll do.
We haven't talked about middle yet. That's Tinker versus Mirana. Max Arrow, Max Leap versus Laser and March Machines. How's that going to go?
The all or nothing build.
If I hit it, I win. If I don't, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
pretty much. I mean, how do you actually play Mirana? How do you normally skill her up?
I mean, I definitely like at least 1 point leap. Putting more than one early game, I usually never do. Unless I have literally no reason to get Starstorm. Maybe a roaming Mirana, I would consider it. But even then, I feel like Starstorm is just that extra burst. Plus, it can hit twice if you leap next to them, and it's just better. I don't know why you wouldn't.
I mean, she's just, if she hits the arrow, what happens? Nothing. I mean, you need Axe to come in and try to do something. He doesn't have any points in Battle Hunger. Okay, whatever, fine, no big. But now she has a point in Starstorm, so now she may have.
Yeah, well,
Not bad, and the chances of you getting jumped on slim to none.
well, I like it's better than that other one we saw. Oh, look at top lane. Here's the snowball, just waiting, biding its time.
Oh, the balls to the face. Never get old saying it. Oh, double. Look at that IO.
Does backfire slightly, you might say.
I actually still have no idea how this snowball works still. So I am still amazed, and it's that great quote, oh god, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from divinity. I'm pretty sure it's just magic. I don't know what else that snowball is at this point. It just makes magic happen, and I just enjoy it.
It was actually pretty good. And all you gotta do, it's similar to the one where you just target a player, but you get to decide when it releases. Wow, Weaver just got the D from Meepo. There's no other way to put it. It was pretty rude, to be honest. But yeah, all you do is to target, you wind it up, and then you let it go. And if you have some heroes in with you, it goes faster and does more damage. It's pretty sweet.
Now, I did actually mess with this thing a little bit because I watched a little bit of this game beforehand, so I spoiler alerted myself, I guess. Because I'm like, I really have no idea how this works. You do have to target somebody with the snowball before you turn into the ball. You want next level Tuscan every game meta, you let him ball up and then decide who he picks. Oh my lord. That would be... He could just decide to save himself left, right, and center.
That doesn't sound really fair. So
nope. No, it does not.
But that doesn't matter. That's the whole point. Yeah, that would be a new meta. DK level 3, no point in Dragon Tail. I have to hope at level 4 he goes for just one. I mean, 2.5 second stun. I feel like it's pretty useful to kill people with.
Here's what I'm saying. 4 stacks on Tango. Full health almost. Why do you need 2 points of Dragon Blood?
Well, he's getting a lot of harass from PA daggers, so. Every now and then that 70 damage, it's a bit much.
I have to say, so far, the Aruski Meepo seems to be doing pretty well. Obviously, he got that kill. He's down the bottom lane. Not a whole lot for creep kills, but getting the experience. That's always helpful. Mirana, coming bottom.
Radiant's top tower
See if she can get that magic arrow. I don't think there's any detection. I guess I can't blame him too much at this point in the game.
I have to say I'm a little disappointed that, I mean, no max of Geostrike.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Geostrike stats is
a lot of attacks. I would skip the ult at 3.
That Dragon Tail, level 4 Dragon Tail, and the catch with the ice wall, and boom, blink out. Variant 3, he's okay. Oh, they bounce. Oh no!
Oh, that's an explosion. So
and Dragonite totally gets the kill.
Apparently, Io's tether does not work as well as Phantom's blink in terms of saving you. That's a shame.
Less than ideal, but level 6. Is she gonna get the crits? Is it gonna happen? I mean, has all this evasion. It needs one more. There she goes. She got it. Health regen not enough. Put more points into it, DK. Jeez.
And instead of staying on the Tusk, just oh god, explosions!
Level 1 Starstorm. That's why. Level 1, all you need. Oh, Axe came down too, though. He's got the. This is, I feel like, kind of interesting. I can't say that I've messed with Axe since his recent changes, but 1 point in the Battle Hunger, going for more points in the call. I guess they kind of do need him for the initiation, but I don't know. Once DK6 and you have Tusk leveling up the ball, I think he needs 2 points.
I don't know. I mean, people like getting that additional. I mean, now they changed Berserker's Call to increase the duration. I mean, not the duration. Sorry, reduce the cooldown. It's pretty useful, honestly. But he's getting a lot of farm. Last hit wise, I mean, he's doing well. PA, the only reason she's ahead in net worth is because of the kills she's been getting. So, and is she gonna go the classic Battle Fury build? Is the next question, which I have to assume yes, because this is a pub.
Here's the other thing too. Well, I don't know. I don't think it's like just a pub thing to do because she's up against 4 melee, one of which is Meepo.
Yeah, fair enough.
So crit cleave all over the place. I feel like this is absolutely the game to do it. What's on that courier? A Mithril Hammer. BKB Rush apparently. Thoughts?
That's not at all what I expect. Maybe Desolator. You know, don't assume anything.
The assumptions to be made. I guess I understand it. Oh, that ice shard. Oh, there you go. The ball. The wind up.
That's
now,
fantastic.
You have to commit, unfortunately, and let's say he'll make it out. Probably. No, not so much. Okay, but there's the stars. Io trying to run. Oh, what a totally planned arrow for glory. Oh, that was beautiful. He deserves his kill.
Even better evasion, though.
Deserve is maybe a strong word, but should have gotten that kill, I guess. But yeah, 1 point Blur.
Buffed Blur.
Value point. I mean, 20%, 1 point.
Oh, Axe. What is going on down here? This is no bueno.
The Poof Patrol making the rounds.
Wow, and actually, he's got a Morbid Mask on Meepo, so unless this is a Mask of Madness Meepo, which I probably doubt, looks like he wants that, and actually they're battling it out for Vladimir's, because I was looking at Abaddon. He also has a Morbid Mask. So this is like both teams just really looking for that item early game, apparently. I mean,
you can't not get it on the Radiant. I mean,
that's true.
It would be hilarious if Mirana got it.
The one hero.
Yes. I feel like you have to get it on the Radiant. The Dire, it's fine. It's gonna be nice to PA that lifesteal, and unless it is a Dezo, she's clearly interested in the survivability through BKB. I guess I get it. There's a lot of stuns and stuff, but I think you can get away with the bottom and that march, and
yay! They weren't able to do it.
The snowball. Wait, what happened?
Did that work? No, it didn't!
It did look like he got stunned, though, but maybe, I guess he just unballed, and, TK getting some
There is action everywhere.
Level 6? Oh, back bottom. Jeez, I'm glad I'm not the cameraman. This would be awful.
I am all over the place. I've missed probably half of these kills so far.
Perfect. And why aren't we casting TI4 again?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't, but Abaddon should... Well, actually, I say that. He will still keep dying, because Axe will just say, you know what? I don't care about your ulti. I got my own, and it does plenty of work.
The swagger. Yeah.
He's almost got a blink, too, after a Vanguard, which the Vanguard I wasn't even happy to see. But he's almost got a blink anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, here's the thing. Apparently, if my math is correct,
Uh-oh.
Axe can't even kill... Yeah, Axe can't even kill Abaddon with the ultimate until it's level 3. Because the HP trigger on Borrowed Time is 400, and the kill threshold goes 250 up to 450.
That's a very good point. I didn't even think about that. Look at you and your math.
And look at the math happening here on Axe. The stats on the number of crits. How many can we get? Not many, apparently. It lasts a pretty long time. That armor from the call. Mirana ultimate. She's just going ham. She ain't afraid no ghosts. Gonna go ahead and pop the leap. Borrowed Time procs, but not a big deal. No detection. What has happened?
They're
still walk out just fine?
Well, no, they're searching and they're not going to find anyone. Meepo with Potamolt's pretty mean, though, to be honest. Because you don't want like 3 Meepos appearing out of nowhere just poofing on your face. That's probably one of the last things you want, actually.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad when dudes poof on my face too, to be honest. And Abaddon, actually, he is going to get caught by the ice shards, but is it really going to matter? Dire diving this tier 1. Bottom, there comes the dagger, and that's going to open up a kill for Weaver. He's going to pick that one up. Going to send him to actually 2 and 4, having a rough time. And Abaddon also going to go down in the back to the Meepo. So, fight continues. Looks like a failed call by Axe. The chase looks like it's still going. The nets miss. Are they going to be able to get anything? Have a little bit of a...
It's a little Congo line. Even the melee creep's involved.
Radiant's
Yeah, they're
bottom
out for
tower
blood.
is
Look at
under
that guy waving his little sword. He's stoked.
This is
And now-
Braveheart, man. He's got a little charge going.
Oh, the turn, the poofs. Oh Lord, but
Brutal.
Here you go. Weaver, he's on the road for revenge. 3 and 4 now,
Radiant's
up
top
to 1,000
tower is
gold.
under attack.
You're this Weaver, Jay. What do you get this game? What are you feeling?
That's a good question. I normally go Lincolns on him, which could be useful against a couple of these heroes, but I would definitely go something defensive. I would either say BKB or Lincolns for sure.
Now, as the professional Tusk who has played, I want to say thousands of games so far this patch. Oh, top lane,
Dire's
Tinker.
middle tower
Oh, that
hell?
poison dot! Not enough!
No, it's non-lethal.
Phew!
DK dot not lethal.
Dire's
He totally would have died to
structures
it there.
are fortified.
The people rejoice, and oh, the crit, back to back. Oh,
Ouch. Well, we still don't know if that's a BKB or not, to be honest. I don't
Yes.
know. I have faith that it could be much more.
oh. Speaking of much more, the axe. He's gonna have an IO TP'd onto him, but he's fine. He's out. Got that battle hunger up. Got that movement speed going, and IO unfortunately wastes the ultimate. So 75 seconds. So that comes back up. Missed opportunity there. But yeah. Anyway, as the resident professional Tusk, thousands of games played within the last day. Does Snowball, when you cast it on a Lincoln Sphere target, immediately proc it, or do you have to roll into them for it to be procced?
It would
While
proc
you're
right,
deciding that, axe goes down.
deciding it. It would proc right away, I have to assume. It's when you cast the spell. Lincolns will proc.
I'm all for assuming, and we all know the phrase, assuming 100% success rate. Meepo getting a kill, bottom, so the poops continue with this Meepo, no joke. He was like,
This
yeah,
is,
that's, I mean, the SD working in his favor. Pretty hard,
this is
apparently.
the
Radiant's
friendliest
top tower is
Meepo,
under
right?
attack.
He went Vladimir's into mech. Like, I'd want to be on his team. Hell, that's amazing. You know, like, most are greedy. We played Bonk. He always goes Blink Dagger.
Radiant structures
He's out for
are
blood.
fortified.
This guy's out for team fight. You know,
It's solid, but I don't know who
Radiant's
they would
top
be able to,
tower
like,
is under attack.
blink on, poof, and kill. Obviously, they're making it work in these
he's been doing it all game.
lane. They got to stun the Dragon Tail. I don't think it bad, but it's just going to proc borrowed time. The Spirit's coming out. Trying to do a little bit more. PA forced to stand and fight. The dunk, it's not enough. Is she going to make it out alive? It looks like she will. The dot is going to be non-lethal, like we were talking about earlier. Weaver, though, he wants this even record. He's like, no, I'm not going to have this noob loser's record. Gets the shield, going for more. He's going to go beyond the DK. Lane on the auto attacks. DK to stand and deliver,
Radiant's
but
top
he will
tower
deliver
has
nothing
fallen.
but gold to the enemy team. Arrow to miss. Also, with the ice shards missing as well, but Abaddon caught, finally. Meepo, he'll scoop that one up. Take it for the Radiant. So, 16-13. Pretty close game.
It's a lot of kills in 16 minutes, I have to say. And I also have to say, this is the first Dragon Knight build I've ever seen like this, skill-wise.
What is happening?
He doesn't really value Breathe Fire very much. I mean, AoE damage, not so important to him. He wants the one-on-one brawling talents, and that's what he's got.
Alright, I'm reaching real far for this, but clearly Weaver is the most important target on the enemy team as Mirana's taking some heat. And Weaver, of course, going for glory
Radiant's
again.
middle tower
Is he gonna
is
get?
under
No,
attack.
Phantom Assassin. She's like, you don't need this kill. Assist, just as good, right? So, yeah, PA picks up the kill. Okay, anyway, back to Dragon Knight. They don't have a ton of stuns. They don't have a lot of great ways to lock down the Weaver. Level up the Dragon Tail to ensure that they have time to focus Weaver. That's really the only argument you can make, I think.
I suppose. I mean, they have enough damage
Dire's
output
middle tower
with
is
Meepo
under
Poofs
attack.
and Tusk and everything.
Yeah?
So I guess that's true. And then, well, they axed Tom, which he did max first. They're going Team Disable over here. You know, I'm surprised. Well, Net might have been maxed. I know Poof probably was. But they really are going. They have a lot. Actually, they have a good amount of Disable. Now that I'm looking at it.
Dire's middle
If
tower
Mirana
is
actually hit.
fallen.
Oh, what is this wraparound? Middle. There's big. There's your use of that snowball there. The Poofs galore. PA miraculously alive. Gonna fall though. Weaver says, "I'm not done yet." Gonna look for a little kills, despite having like no damage. at all. A beautiful taunt on 2. The arrow is still somehow missing, despite there only being 2 targets to hit. The Tusk will drop. Will anyone... No, he won't! Okay, I'm like, are you kidding me? What a dodge. But I think this maybe... No, it is not the end of the fight. Weaver wants more. Come on. Look at him.
The one fight, Weaver doesn't go balls deep. I mean, look at that Meepo. He's ripe for the picking.
He is.
Still waiting
500
for the
hits.
strength boots
That's it.
to come
I
up.
mean, don't worry about that axe. He's not going to taunt. Probably.
Whatever. It'll be fine. I mean,
that was pretty even. We don't have that Beyond the Summit, you know, after fight score thing popping up, but
I have one drawn on paper that's probably accurate, but I guess we'll, you know, when we bring our production level up to the next level where I'm able to show my crayon drawings of the change in the gold graph.
yes.
But, you know, I gotta say too, that fight just sort of opened my eyes. The potential for ice shards into Meepo poofs, just locking a bunch of people into unfortunate positions. There was some opportunities, but bottom lane opportunities. DK takes the tower, and the Dire looking to capitalize, but hey, Mirana ultimate might not save her life, or does it?
Lord.
There you go.
That was
Perfect.
pretty good use of the crit ability. I don't know about use. I guess
Yeah.
getting the proc, but
Channeling the Force, I think, is how you define that. But unfortunately, you know, the gain that the Radiant just got is going to be sort of balanced out here. Is it looks like I don't see how the Dire don't get this tier 1 tower bottom. They don't need any creeps. No backdoor protection on the tier 1 Dragon Knight. that level 1 Dragon Breath. Look at it go. And Phantom Assassin's going to come in, going to lay on the dagger, going to chase this Dragon Knight down to death. But in the back of the fight, Weaver trying to outrun this Meepo. Axe to follow. Oh, the Tusk laying out the deeps. He's going to get that Falco punch right on the Tinker and at least even up the score in that department. But, yeah, now actually finishes the Shadow Blade, so some more initiation, but meanwhile, Meepo able to take out the IO, and now Variant 3. Is this going to be his death? It is, and Beetlejuice, he's going to pick up that double kill. In comes the arrow. Is it the Glory Arrow?
oh my gosh!
Dunk. What's up? Oh, that was...
What alley-oop that was. I feel like Weaver maybe should have seen that arrow coming, but... Unfortunately, when you're in the heat of the battle, sometimes you don't see it all.
No, I can assure you that those arrows curve. I was playing a Death Prophet game the other day, and they are magnetic towards heroes. It's a little known fact. You see them on your screen, 3 seconds later they hit you. There's really nothing you can do about it.
Probably.
It's just, it's really unfortunate. BKB completed on the Phantom Assassin. I saw her with the Ogre Club, I saw her with the Mithril Hammer, and I saw her with like 1250 gold, and I'm like, well, she's going to be done that 5 minutes ago, but actually just now finished, looking to show it off, putting the damage up on the Mirana. Apparently, if you Ice Shards directly at her, it's not going to cut her off at all from your Mirana, just the damage, and Variant 3 going to try to finish it up. I don't see how he doesn't get the kill here. Picks up the double, 9-4, pretty good record for him. Looking at the last hits, he's actually about halfway up, so, you know, making up the difference in the creeps with hero kills. Farming the heroes.
That's the best way to do it. Oh gosh. Is this too far? This is where a Blink Dagger would be very handy.
I feel like Axe could have gone for the glory and maybe taunted, but I mean, Abaddon Weaver running in, maybe smarter that he didn't go in. I don't know. YOLO Swagger, I think, is, you know,
been used way too many times this game. But, I'm sorry. But, I think Axe is really low on mana with this build. The Vanguard Blink boot, brown boots, it's like, if he gets like a call and an ulti off in every fight, and that's kind of it. This is where the Bloodstone Ags come in handy big time. You gotta go Ags now, because of the reduction in the threshold when they changed his ulti. I mean, it's almost a staple, I'd have to say. Almost.
I mean, I could see that, especially against Abaddon. I mean, you still have a
just
really...
to counter Abaddon and no one else.
I mean, it's always a tiny window. I feel like the number of times you actually get to take advantage of that are small, but oh man, middle lane, Axe gonna blink in, gonna call the Ice Shards to come out. They're gonna ensure the death to the Tinker. Axe might pay for it with his life. This Weaver, the mightiest Weaver, he's running in. He's gonna look to get this last auto tech. The Shards narrowly missed, trying to cut him off, but oh, Net's hit. Pops the ultimate. He's gonna be out of here. And Sika Mirana dropping the arrow, dropping the storm. Meepo also trying to follow up. Is he gonna get anything here? Tusk gonna roll in. Great little snowball. Is it gonna cost him his life? It will, but there you go. Opens up a 2-man net. They're gonna at least get the IO. Tinker and IO down for the fight. Variant 3 trying to fight through with his BKB. This is the
Crit!
dodge or
Crit!
crit. Apparently,
Yes!
they are even. Apparently, it's all the same.
I got
Makes
too
it
excited
work.
for that. Sorry, but
No, it was.
that's for glory. The PA could have ran there, right? But why run when you can get a kill? That is always the perfect mindset, in my opinion.
Now here's my question, Jay. You're this Dragon Knight. You just stats it up, right?
Apparently, I'm multiple heroes this game. Go on.
You're every hero this game. Oh no, the tiniest Meepo. He's gonna get picked off. 1,246 gold to this Weaver, who's sitting on nothing before this really, an incomplete Lincoln's. It's now ready to go. So there you go. He buys the recipes, flying it out to himself. But yeah, no, you're the Dragon Knight too this game. You're quad boxing.
Of course. Playing for both sides.
You just go stats now at this point, right? If you have neglected pre-fire up until now, you...
I mean, what's it going to do at this point in the game? You know? That's a fair point. No, I honestly, I hate to say it, but I think I would put the points into it. I think it's a little too useful against Tinker, IO, and even PA when the BKB's down, so... You know, I think we underestimated this Radiant lineup, though, at first. They actually have a significant amount of lockdown, and Meepo kind of brings, like, 4 lockdowns in a way. 5 later. So it's actually a hefty amount, and it's obviously done really well so far, but look at this taunt. Holy moly. That's a lot of heroes.
Yeah, it's your tower will fall. Oh,
Oh,
Axe. He's running for glory. He's not gonna get it. He's gonna get taken down, but you know, even some of these almost ridiculous looking lineups, maybe I'll have to stop that thought is, oh my lord, a 2-man net, and oh, the double, sick of Meepo, and IO actually overshoots the net. They're gonna take down the IO, a triple kill for him. Now Variant 3, he's gonna have to be out on the run here, and this is exactly where I feel like if he had the Battle Fury, he would just be able to stand and deliver, but unfortunately is unable to. Weaver wants to try and help him out, though. They are going to try to focus out that one little Meepo. Weaver's going to walk his way out of the poofs. But they want to keep this going, and I guess I can't blame them. It's awfully hard to try to micro these little guys out. A lot of them really unequally low health. They're trying to poof, but they can't. And they're just able to keep this one super low. They're going to get the kill. 514 gold, able to pick up that nice little spree there. So Weaver really taking advantage of the Meepo successes in these team fights.
Instead of like the 3 attempts to poof onto Weaver, I think it would have been more
just running.
Better, just running and letting your healthy ones try to net him out on the way. Maybe. I mean, that's my advice for this guy who's already played the game. But I mean, this obviously shows how tanky the Meepos are. You know, with the Mech Vlad's build and Aghanim's now, they've got a lot. Level 21. Holy moly! That is Meepo for you, I suppose.
Middle lane, looks like Dragonite. Oh, almost gets the Tinker! He's gonna TP out! And now Dragonite on the run. The blink.
Can you believe he would have 2 or 3 more kills if that poison was lethal this game?
Yeah. No, you almost forget that it's non-lethal until you see those kind of situations and you're like, oh, that's unfortunate. But, you know, I was gonna say earlier, I think this Radiant lineup seems kind of trolly, but when you look at what they bring in the middle game, it's actually really pretty absurd. Like you said, Meepo, already level 21. He has this super early advantage at 27 minutes, almost a level a minute. That's ridiculous. And I feel like he's even had a lot of his Meepos together. It's not like, you know, he's spreading them out, you know, has a Meepo in every lane. Still has this crazy level advantage, but yeah, this Radiant squad, they have a ton of initiation. They should be winning right now. They have 1 kill advantage. I feel like it's not enough. The gold advantage is barely in their favor. Experience evened out. If you're the Dire and you're hanging on at this point, I feel like that's crazy kudos to you. And I mean, even the towers, Dire has the advantage. So it's a tough spot if you're Radiant. I mean, Dezo Tusk, that's what you got to do. Speaking of Tusk, oh, Shadowblade saving his life in the middle lane, but Axe might not be so lucky. The Ice Shards come in. The poofs. Poofing dead. They actually, Radiant, able to pick one up. That's Weaver on the sideline for 70 seconds.
I don't think the Lincolns literally procced off anything there. And that was a lot of spells used. So, oh my gosh, the taunts. This guy, you talk about the glory. He doesn't even have a team backing him up. He just wants to taunt. It feels like the more he taunts, the more his ego just goes up this game.
Dare I say YOLO swagger?
I hope you
Have
don't.
a YOLO swagger cap.
I really hope you refrain from that.
It's up to 10, so I'm at 8 max probably at this point, so...
You're nearing the limit. Phantom Assassin finishes the Battle Fury, by the way. So now good to go. Arrow, wow, hitting something. But Abaddon Shield makes quick work of that. Gets him free. So, late game. Let's think late game for a sec here.
Let's think about it.
Let's just might as well, because they're actually farming and not fighting for a half a second right now. Who comes out on top here? You got Weaver and you got PA for the damage, right? You've got Tinker split pushing. Pretty good.
Yep. I'm glad that you left that question with only one side, because I feel like that's how the answer is too. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The Radiant, they have to be winning right now, and they're not. Everything's even. The kills are almost even. And, you know, when PA goes a not farming build and is, you know, able to stay relevant, that's scary. When Battle Fury is your team fight item and not your farming item, that's scary. And, you know, 13, 5, and 9, a great...
I was going to say, how does PA have so many kills? That's like a record for, like, Ricky, but it's PA. It's like Ricky's more pathetic brother who's getting all the kills. Or I guess sister.
Yeah, it would probably be sister. The call. On 2. There's the dunk. There's the dunk waiting to happen. Oh, there it goes. Finally, overshot on the net. These things are flying wherever they feel like, but oh, there you go. The Lincolns, it's not going to be enough. The BKB is not going to be enough. The auto attacks will take it. Weaver going to be okay here. That blind net's not going to hit. So, 2. That's great. I mean, they punish the Phantom Assassin for being pushed up as far as she is. That's great, but here, I'm going to do some map drawing. I don't know if you can see that nice little line I put right there. Well, we can pretend. You push... Even if you say that you punish her for coming right up to the tier 2, that still leaves your, I guess, area of focus so small on the map, like your sort of realm of dominance so tiny that, you know, if the Dire wants, they can just farm it up and it's not a big deal. They don't have to press the issue here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was a little aggressive. I also think if you're planning on using your BKB in the fight, you should use it a lot earlier, because he used it when he had about 200 health and didn't leave himself much room to get out of there from physical attacks. So, just a FYI for people. I'm like Captain Hindsight right now or something, just going ham with these tips. But,
yeah, speaking of which, Tusk took my typical Indezo. It was mostly a joke, but he's committing to it.
Excuse me, this is like the J4Y staple build here. Shadowblade into Dezo? I did this probably 20 of the 25 games.
Where's the Dagon, and where's the help for Abaddon? He takes a lot of damage here. The ultimate, though, it's going to keep him alive. The roly-poly is going to try to go in, but turned right into a little piglet. Axe invisible, but taking a lot of damage. Oh no, the Meepo, he lines it up. He's not able to get a kill with all of his poofs this time, but now that Abaddon's borrowed time is down, he will fall. Io trying to sneak out of here, punched into oblivion. On the back lines though, PA making this Battle Fury work for. Is she going to be able to get a kill? No, the mech comes out, and there you go. A pretty sizable win for the Radiant, taking advantage of this timing window. The damage just not quite enough. So close, Jay. So close.
I like the cleaving. It felt good, even if it didn't win it. It felt good to do all that damage. I like her
cleavage too. Cleaving.
Ooh, miscommunication, I think.
A little bit.
Also noticed Abaddon going for that Oggs. What up? Pretty baller.
I mean, I dig it. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are items he could be getting. I mean, there's no mech. Io is slowly making his way there.
I think Tusk just died to a march. Just think he died to march there.
Well, you know, you do what you can, and oh no, Abaddon, or not Abaddon, dear lord, Dragonite checks his boots to see that little bug that he was trying to scoop off there, but Weaver comes up and claims the kill. What? Speaking of the tiniest Meepo, this one is the...
Let's see, is he
maybe the slowest Meepo. This is the bait. This is actually baiting it out. You know, the Ruskies, they have the lag. That's probably what it was. Probably.
How long did it take him to kill that one off-put Meepo? I mean, like, they put a lot of heroes into there. They even shept him. And
Shept.
sorry, that is just my phrase.
And you know, that's the other scary thing. Level 25, he's 500 gold off of a Heart of Trask. So he's only going to get more tanky at this point. So, you know, I guess, again, to go off of what I was talking about earlier, the early game for the Radiant is where they have it. Meepo now maxed out on level. Dire's only catching up to the levels. And yeah, he's got this heart, but now really only one slot left to fill up as the Dire team marching up towards this middle lane, trying to go on the tower. A nice little ice shards, a nice little taunt, but I mean, I feel like the story of Axe's game. Walks up, taunts, and...
Taunts 4 has no team. Gets killed. I mean, then again, they chose to fight with Meepo dead. That's not going to go too well.
Meepo dead, Mirana dead. I mean, is it really his team's fault?
Oh, it's never Axe's fault. You gotta know that.
Oh, that's true.
And pretty much any jungler, really.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, apparently Wallace Punch does not go through borrowed time. Everyone learned that today, including the Tusk. And, oh, if only Breathe Fire. What level is it? 4. Okay, well, doing some damage to the Weaver. He's going to make it out by the looks of it, unless there's a YOLO swagger net.
Let me count the ways that Blink Dagger would be helpful in Meepo this game.
1. Go. Oh.
There's probably more than one. This is scary, you might say, for this Weaver. He's doing it.
He's got it.
Wow. Just Blink Meepo, though. It can't be underrated. I mean, that's how you close gaps on people. Wow, finding a regen rune probably could have been more ideal for this Weaver right now. But, yeah, I just want to make sure that, I just want to know why are these other items really more important than getting a Blink Dagger?
I understand both sides of the coin. I mean, like we had mentioned in the early game, there's so much initiation from the Radiant that you can say, I don't have to be doing it. And he is sort of the carry, I feel like, this game.
Carries.
He's the carries. He is the carries. He has Mirana with the Dezo, that's cool. Dragon Knight has a Heaven's Halberd, has Helm of the Dominator, so he could be looking to stack, but he's not. Teamfight breaks out near the pit. Io, oh, spin to win, baby. Axe picks up a kill. Looks like Weaver's going to continue on, looking to go for the Mirana. Has the Scarab on her to keep tabs. The Invis is being popped. Does he have enough damage to take her out? He breaks off.
He gets out of here, I swear. I don't even. What is happening?
And now the shield on the Phantom Assassin.
Oh!
The net lands, though. The poof. The poof death. Oh no, blinks out. The heal from Ben. It's gonna be enough. The shield. Variant 3 makes it out. Axe goes for the glory. Can I just say, I love this guy. I mean, some would call it feeding. Others would call it YOLO swaggering. Now I'm just doing it to make you angry.
Just to piss me off.
And, yeah,
Weaver.
Maybe a little bit of an overreach in some of these cases.
He's probably yelling furiously at his team about them not being with him. I'm sure that's all he's saying. And probably Sika is used at least a couple times.
You have to in this game. You have so much opportunity for Sika. You also have so much opportunity for Helm of the Dominator, which is not actually being used on Dragon Knight. So maybe, you know, maybe this is the bum leg on the Caterpillar. But, he's, you know, looking to farm up the middle lane. You know, it's... I get the Heaven's Halberd. I haven't seen it used yet. I get the Helm of the Dominator, but what's it really provided him so far?
Hasn't used it yet. He has used one drum charge, so that's a plus. He's got that going.
0. That has the most usage of any of the items in his inventory thus far.
Can also say, Tinker didn't go Soul Ring. This is probably the first Tinker I've ever seen not get a Soul Ring. I mean, Bottle, I guess, but Soul Ring you get to use every time you rearm, so that's usually why it's picked up every game. But, I mean, is that a misplay or is it not a big deal?
I don't know. I feel like when we, you know, a long time ago, you look at Tinkers and they weren't all about the Soul Ring.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it's I feel like a more modern conception of Tinker, and, you know, I think it's fine. He's making it work, and now has the Sheepstick, has the Dagon, so has plenty of buttons to hit after the rearm. I mean, this Tinker, I feel like we haven't talked about him at all, but got the bots up pretty quickly. You don't, I guess, appreciate his capacity to sort of, rat Dota in this game, but I feel like he's been doing a pretty good job in these team fights. He's been able to lay out a ton of damage, and now that he has the components to help control the Radiant, he's sheeping some of these guys that are trying to lay out the stuns, or trying to hold down the carries. I think he's really making a lot of room, and as I say that,
he's doing a pretty good job.
Okay, one of those poofs was needed, and the other 5 were maybe overkill.
You do one, you do the rest. I mean, why go just one?
You just tab, spam click, and you just get carpal tunnel in both wrists.
Precisely. I think it makes sense. If I played Meepo, I'd be lucky if I got one poof off in a fight, probably. I don't even know what to do with that hero, to be honest. I would consider leveling the ulti at 3. Consider.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably. Or, stats Geostrike, also valid strategy. The real question is, how many of these heroes are part of the compendium? And clearly Meepo's not one. This Meepo player has been doing quite well. I feel like, for the most part, everybody's been doing pretty well. And, maybe Dragonite, the strangest of decisions made so far this game. Maybe the Axe a little bit too aggressive, but now I feel like a great opportunity to try and initiate on the Weaver and Abaddon alone, but the rest of the team looking to wrap around. And there you go. There's the call. Lands on nobody. I'd be backing off on the Radiant. They also are going to use the Ice Shards, really get them nothing. So a couple things on cooldown. Looks like they're ready to reset. The Arrow, they really want to try to press something. I feel like they have to if they want to have success, but
honestly, the Dire has no initiation. I just realized they always get initiate on, but then Weaver and PA usually win the fight. But what do they do to initiate? Tinker marches and then sheeps? I don't. They don't really have anything. I guess PA could just go balls to the wall, but that seems a little aggressive. I don't know.
That's actually a really good point. I think to say that. That's a prime example of why Tinker should have gone Blink Dagger. I mean, mentioning that he's not really been able to split push a whole lot, and when you're saying that they're missing a lot of initiation, maybe that's when you go, hey Tinker, buy Blink, buck, get in there, make it happen. But apparently they just walk into fights, and that's how they initiate them. Poor Tusk turned into a piglet. He's almost going to get taken down. He's going to Shadow Blade out. Mirana will actually get taken down by the PA. The crits, the cleaves, the poops going out, but it's on a BKB target. What did they expect to have happen? The Aegis is going to get popped, but really, I guess you say that's a victory of the Radiant as they waste a BKB charge, but now it looks like Meepo is going to be all on his lonesome, able to pick up 1 kill. He's not going to be able to pick up the second one by the looks of it. The cleave is just too strong, overcharged too strong. I feel like that's really the unsung hero of this game so far.
Why is Dragon Knight just doing Ancients in the meantime? I guess he just didn't care. I guess it just wasn't important to help his ally that was trying to fight the whole team.
Look how many stacks he's made with the creep that's standing right there. He's in the trees. You probably don't see him, but he's there.
he's in our hearts.
Yeah, he's in our hearts and our minds. Yeah, unfortunate. Now I'm going for the MKB. So, looking to go for the damage. There's no butterfly out, but, whatever. Damage is nice. Good Ice Shards, though. The PA locked in there, could still blink out if she wanted to. Wow, Walrus Punch right to the face. Ronald creating that kill. Lincoln's getting popped by Weaver. He's also going to get taken down. So, unfortunately, none of these heroes actually had that big of a spree, but who cares when you're cleaning up the rest of the Dire squad. Tinker going to go down 70 seconds. 65 seconds is the shortest death. Now, they did get the middle lane. That's huge, but this is an opportunity. Middle Raxes are exposed for the Dire, so I feel like you could go ahead and march down middle.
The greed is real for this Dire team. They could have beat a long time ago and been just fine, but they wanted that 1 tier 4 for some reason. Dragon Knight, by the way, you need to check it out. Do you notice anything different about him?
Do I notice anything different about the Dragon Knight?
Oh, wait, what just happened?
What?
Where'd that drum go? Oh, it's in the courier. He used another drum charge. That's 2 this game.
So why is it on the courier?
I don't know. I guess he likes 1 javelin more than a drum. You gotta evaluate your options. right?
Fact. Drums is better than one javelin. Accept it. These are mostly for entertainment, but apparently there's learning in them as well.
Dire's structures
You
are
heard it here
fortified.
first, folks. Drums better than one javelin.
I'm not sure about that. Chance to pierce sounds pretty good, right?
I mean, how are you supposed to turn down 40 damage on a 20%
Chance on
proc rate?
hit. Yeah, that's pretty legit. Oh,
Dire's
nose.
middle
Piranha.
barracks.
We're getting out. This would be a good time for BKB, probably. There it is. And she's going to clean up the Meepo. That's going to be pretty legit. The rest of the team is going to go down, too. Except for Mirana. Kind of just doing her thing. Not doing the MKB thing quite yet. Gonna die. So is Tusk, probably. Yep, they're all gonna fall. Oh, except for Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Oh, but the MKB's done. So he's ready to fight the PA now, I think.
No, I think this is what people mean when they talk about space created. You create space so that DK cannot be a part of the team fight, go to the side shop, and purchase an item.
He's kind of like
That's
in
how
one of
it
those
works,
boutiques, like, does this look good on me? How's this one look? And he's like trying things out while his team's
Walks-
like dying.
Walks past the almost dead tier 2. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I mean,
And now, the march down middle for the Dire. They are out for blood. I mean, that tier 4 is so low. It's pretty much taunting you. 45 health. Bloop. There you go. Dezo. One hit. One and done. And wow,
Radiant's middle
holy
tower
crap.
has fallen.
The overcharge. The
Radiant's
Dezo.
bottom tower
What's
is under
happened?
attack.
That tier 4, it's going down so quickly. Something Sika going on in all
Radiant's
chat.
middle tower is under
And
attack.
wow, straight onto the throne.
Radiant's
DK
middle
might actually
tower
have to
has
participate
fallen.
this time around. Half health. Rana coming in. She knows she has to stop
Radiant's
this. The
bottom
ultimate getting
tower
popped.
has
So
fallen.
some superior initiation happening now.
Radiant's
The
ancient
BKB
Radiant's
popped by
top
PA.
tower has
Is she going to be
fallen.
able to take it down? Where are the crits on the buildings? She needs them. Is it going to be enough damage? It is.
Dire
There you
victory.
go.
Um,
I mean,
I'm like disappointed with the ending, to be honest. It just seems so like anticlimactic. It's like here comes DK, right? The last two fights, he doesn't do like anything, just farming, and then he finally has his items and just doesn't really get to fight. It's kind of sad almost. It's like a tragic ending.
yeah, I mean, a lot of those final records, a little unfortunate for the Radiant. You know, what do you think? What you been looking for? Anything? I mean, you had a mech, you had a Vlad's, you had a drums pretty early. Do you think they just needed to death ball a little bit sooner?
They either needed to death ball or Meepo needed to split push. He didn't really get to split push the whole game because he was trying to push with his team. And I noticed when Bonk plays, and this is where we get a lot of learning from. This has been a learning episode, so who knows?
Especially for the DK if he watches.
Especially for the DK. Hopefully he does tune in. But yeah, Bonk always sends 2 or 3 on like a little mission to split push, and then he sends at least 1 with the rest of the group, so he can always come in if he needs to. He also goes Boots of Travels, which that Meepo didn't have, which makes split pushing that much better. So a couple things that would have really helped for his team, since he kind of was the carry on his team. Like he did pretty much 80% of the work for his team. So yeah, that would have been the only thing I think that would have made a really big difference for them.
Yeah, I mean, that Meepo's in a tough spot. I think, like you said, he sort of had to be the carry. I think Mirana should have maybe gone for the Maelstrom first, get some more items up, or at least increase the farm rate so you can go in harder later on in the game. But what can you do? I mean, that was pretty entertaining all around. I mean, it was pretty back and forth, a pretty even score. Maybe, as far as the other stats in the game go, not so even. I mean, we mentioned the Radiant kind of had to be ahead that whole game if they wanted to win it, and it was too even for them, I think. But overall, pretty good. Any final thoughts?
I would max fire breathing over hitting someone with my tail.
I mean, just think about it. Which one looks more impressive to the ladies, spitting fire or wagging your tail? I think the question answers itself, really. But yeah, thank you, Variant 3, for submitting not 1 but 2 replays. We got to one of them.
Does anyone submit a game they lose, by chance?
Oh, challenge. The challenge. The Dota on Demand challenge. Submit a game where you lose, but it's still awesome. And we'll love it to death. We'll cast it. It'll be amazing. Anybody out there, go ahead. Send your game IDs to Facebook.com/Dota On Demand. You can send us a message. You can drop it in the comments of one of our YouTube videos at youtube.com/Dota On Demand. You can find us on Steam. You can find us everywhere under the sun.
Right.
Go ahead, submit your replays. We want to watch your games and feature them on our Dota On Demand Dota Theater 3000. Check out more of the episodes of this. Check out the podcast. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.